Am I really surprised by this? Let's face it. Anytime when something goes big, if something goes wrong with your crappy agenda's idea, it's not gonna happen. We all knew that this was not gonna work from the jump. So yeah. Sports Illustrated embraces a woke agenda blamed for downfall of iconic brand. Like I said, I'm not surprised by it because we all know that Sports Illustrated used to be about sports, having sports players, sports athletes on the cover. But nowadays, it's all about the models. Unhealthy looking models. Trans models. Not trying to be funny or anything. I'm not trying to be transphobic or nothing. I'm just giving you my honest thoughts and opinion. So don't take anything I say as hatred. I'm just speaking nothing but facts on here. Because if you're going to make it about sports, which is called Sports Illustrated, make sure you're not adding unwanted agendas into this stuff. So you already know how I feel about it, so let's get to it. Showcasing transgender celebrities, plus size models, and Megan Raponian on the pages of this story swimsuit edition wasn't the only reason for the downfall of Sports Illustrated, but it's hard to imagine that it helped. Oh, it helped the art. And the company destroyed itself. Same with Bud Light, same with any other brand that has, you already know what kind of word, but that type of stuff that can destroy the brand, the franchise that nobody asked for. But Jordan Peterson tried to tell y'all, but you don't want to listen. The go woke, go broke narrative surged on social media shortly after the word broke Friday. An Arena Group, which operates Sports Illustrated for owner authentic brands, would cut the entire staff, a reduction of about 100 workers. Golly, 100 workers? Do you have any idea how all of that is going to freak out the entire staff working for a 70-year-old brand, a 70-year-old franchise? All of them are going to end up going insane. They ain't got no money. They can't pay their bills. They can't pay their rent. So they're going to have to find other jobs elsewhere. And I believe that could be the blame of all of that going downhill too, because if you want to add unwanted agenda stuff, go do that somewhere else. Why bring that into Sports Illustrated? The point I'm trying to make here is that if you're adding unhealthy plus size models on the cover, nobody is going to buy it. What is so healthy about it? Who asked for this? Honestly. I mean, back then we used to have like strong, fit, healthy athletes on the cover that is about sports. Nowadays, it just became a joke. They just want to add the little stuff into it, do what they want to do with the brand. Because at some point, all of this is really getting old. So like I said, I'm not really surprised by it because this is your typical Hollywood of what they do. Look what happened. They were right all along. Go woke, go broke. And now you ain't got no money. Same thing when Disney is trying to do with the Star Wars franchise. When they hire this quote-unquote woke director. And they fire her too. Doing too much. Critics were quick to connect the 70-year-old sport publication's collapse to the relentless leftward march of its annual swimsuit issue, a once 40 celebration of female beauty that increasingly looks as if it were run by a Harvey Gender Studies department. Jesus, like, you know what? It seems like when it comes to like Hollywood nowadays, they just want to just go extra left. Because this is what the left does. They want to add their stuff into it and thinking that everybody's supposed to accept it. So what's healthy about adding plus size models? I miss the good old days when models used to be skinny and healthy. Nowadays, they're just fat and unhealthy and just try to promote fat acceptance. Like, why should we accept your fatness in your body? There's nothing healthy about being fat, especially if you're going to be promoted on a cover of Sports Illustrated. That's not how life works. This is the feminist mindset that is programming their minds is to think that what they do is okay. But if someone like me tells you the truth about why it's a bad idea for you to be fat to be promoted on Sports Illustrated, or for whichever brand that you're promoted to, and not everybody is going to take you seriously if you look like that. So it seems like Jordan Peterson a couple of years ago tweeted about this, and he got grilled and canceled for it because he spoke his opinions on it. And like I said, there's nothing healthy about having plus size models on Sports Illustrated covers. It's like they just want to forget about being healthy. That's how evil the industry is. Sports Illustrated used to be the crown jewel of sports journalism. Even in this digital age, they had the opportunity to continue to make themselves indispensable, said Curtis Hupp, managing editor of the conservative media Reach Center's Newsbusters. Instead, corporate liberalism reached its hideous heat and destroyed the magazine from the inside like a rapidly spreading cancer, he told the Washington Times. The embrace of transgenderism, the eager celebration of woke political activism, cheapening the value of the written word by into AI, and putting obese and transgender models in the swimsuit issue, all made for caution of stupidity, where SI's parent company only has itself to blame. I mean, he exposed it, didn't he? I mean, there was nothing wrong with what he said other than the truth. I mean, listen, I have no problem with people doing what they want to do with their body. But what I have a problem with is people trying to put this stuff into the sports magazine that is specifically made for men. And it's obvious to me that when all of this is going on, they didn't care. But as soon as today, when the news broke out, they done. So now they're gonna have to start from square one. You know. But it's obvious to me that no matter how many times we have opinions on it, the woke world and the left are gonna end up just yapping their mouths at me or anybody else that breaks the news. So like I said, he was right on the dot with this one. So I can't say I'm not really surprised by it because this is what they do. They want to put all of that stuff onto the magazine and the Sports Illustrated as of today. Yeah, the world is changing for the worse, but at the same time, you don't need to throw away of what made Sports Illustrated popular in the first place. Back when they have athletes on the magazine, they still do, but not in a way that you would have thought. Except having these swimsuit models that used to be fit and healthy, I don't mind that. But nowadays, you're just embracing unhealthy people on the cover. And now you went broke. And look where that got you. I mean, like I said, I don't like using the term woke, but If it's something that people don't like, then we're gonna have to call it out of what it is. So that's why the company went broke. And can they bounce back? We don't know, but that should be a lesson for anybody that is trying to go downhill for doing what they want to do with a brand. Don't force something that people are going to end up turning away from. That it's going to continue to drive away people that used to love your company and your brands years ago. Just don't do it.